Aries, and welcome to January. Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, all the J's, Jackie's back, here's Johnny, and Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo, life path 9. And I'm also into 9, Danielle, Danny Glover, something to do with life path 7. I can't take this shit no more. I'm taking loads of shit, and I'm taking more shit and more shit. Unless you have physically got the shits, I don't know, you could be suffering through diarrhea or diuretics. Some of you could be on a diet, and you're like, you know what, now it's January, I am going to be starting my diet, and for the first thing for me to do is take diuretics and shit it out. So hopefully you're not taking diuretics, and it just means that you're on a diet. So this is kind of like the New Year's resolution, I would say. What we do in January. So like I would say that a lot of you're kind of like, you know what, I'm on a diet and I'm going to cut back on my pork rind, mate. So like cutting back on pork, or you're just going to be eating loads of meat, and you're cutting all the fat off, and you're pretty much just doing loads of pork, chicken, all that kind of stuff, stuffing. So that's going to be Christmas. So yeah, Christmas stuffing. I think that your messages are coming through that as soon as the Christmas turkey and the chicken and the stuffing's all gone, then pretty much I'm going to start a meat diet, and everything that I see is going to be eating meat for a lot of you. So you could be a carnivore. I'm hearing Kavalauskas or Shaka Khan. Shaka, whacker, wacky backy. Some of you could be smoking copious amounts of ganja, Aries. What else have we got coming up for you for January? 4, you could be dealing with yourselves or a Scorpio. You've got it in your chart, which means, or Charlotte, or your name's Charlotte. Charlotte's Web, Billy, also the name Bill or Billy. Yeah, so if you don't know, obviously, if you've just found the channel, then obviously I read in code and in numbers, not numerology. It's basically code and numbers, but Cody. I'm also hearing codeine linctus. Some of you could be coming off heroin or something like that, and you take codeine linctus. Some of you could have a cough and something like that, and you're taking codeine, for a lot of you, or the name Dean. I definitely keep hearing the name Dean or Di or Diane or Dean, but they definitely keep saying Dean. Okay, Nadine and Nadie, also Nadia Shaw, Gary, Tina. Jesus Christ, Nadia Shaw, Gary, Tina Shaw. Are you sure to be sure? Someone from Ireland, also Idaho, Louisiana, Louise, Lucy, Laura, Lulu. Man, y'all up in here. So like I said, you can come from a Scorpio if you're a life path 4 or you're a Scorpio. You can watch this as well, Aries, and obviously keep an eye on your life path number as well, whatever that is. But I'm in a bind and I can't seem to get out, and I'm bound up. So some of you are wound up, or you're getting wound up, or sexually frustrated, or just like really wound up all of the time. But I'm hearing sexually wound up. Some of you are bound up in a 3, and you're something to do around a Pisces, and you've got Pisces in your chart, and I'm looking at, say, the 3 of Cups in my tarot head. Some of you are dealing tarot, or Tyler Tarot, and dealing tarot cards and every D. I'm shuffling, so shuffling cards. Doing the truffle shuffle, so you might be on a diet, something like that, or chunk, and taking chunks out of someone. Someone might be biting somebody or nibbling at someone's neck, is what I'm hearing. Like, oh, I like my neck to be nibbled. Or you're just nibbling and picking, and like, oh, I'm really going to have to start just nibbling at little bits and stop like really indulging in like large quantities of food. So food is a big factor for you guys here. Filofax, Felix, also looking at Filofax's endless amounts of paperwork, paper bag writer, writing a book, journal, journalism, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, journalism, masturbation. Also I'm hearing jizz, Gary's jizz. So I'm hearing Gary's or jizz, like jizz. So some of you are just jizzing everywhere, like there's just so much jism is what I'm picking up. Like, well, I might as well just jizz on that. So someone's coming all over somebody, or something is coming over somebody, and there seems to be a lot of jizz or Bucks Fizz. So you might be drinking wine and Bucks Fizz. Okay, that was also a band as well, Bucks Fizz, believe it or not. Not, definitely picking up Pisces. So when I say not, what I mean is Pisces. So you're in a knot, you're in a bind. So like I'm bound up and I'm getting wound up, but I'm also getting frustrated and sexually frustrated. I'm also still bound up in all of this. So you really could have a third party energy here, and it's winding you up. Okay, someone could be, I don't think it's an argument, I just think it's being sexually wound up is what I do. Is what I do. It's like, well, apparently that's what I do apparently. But it's like, yeah, I just wind people up. So like it's winding me up and it's winded up. Some of you are into like what I do, which is Angel Radio, mixing, mastering, music, all that kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. Ableton. So mixing, mastering, all that kind of stuff, and wind it up, which would be prodigy. So you might be a prodigy child, your child. So you could have a mother that is a life path 4 or an Aries, which is coming across as Scorpio, and your son does something around dance music and mixing, mastering, band of brothers. Your brother might be in a band and something like that. You might be looking at a gastric band or elastic band. I keep picking up like Alaska. Someone from up north, and it's like, well, look, I'll ask her. If you can't ask her, then I'll ask her. Unless it's a lass, that means that that'll be someone from up north. And a lass. Hey, you right there, lass. I'm also hearing lasso as well. Louise or Lulu. I'll ask her. Some of you might be going to Alaska, unless you're called Alika or Alicia. I'm hearing like something like that, like Alicia or Carmel, Mel, Melissa, Maria, Michael Jackson, Julian, Justin, like Carmel. I'll ask Carmel for you. Karma, something to do with karma, angelic, some sort of angelic sort of name, and something to do with that. Play on words, play with my word. Ooh, my word, you're playing with my words, really? You're playing with my words, so you're playing my game of words. Some of you are Wordsworth and you play games around words, like, oh, okay, if I put that word with that word, like a crossword or something, a crossword, unless it's X-Men, it could be Logan, something to do with that, Logan or X-Men or something like that, or my ex, and you keep getting involved with your ex, or you're going to have an ex. The X marks the spot, Capricorn, X, the X-Men, the men, or it's always the men. Oh dear, really? What, you women? Really? It's always the women, say the men, and it's always the men, say the women, right? Does it mean anything to you? Men. Mendez, also someone from possible like Italia sausage, slap your meat. Someone's like Mendez, or like Italiano, or something like that, and it's like they got a different accent, but I'm definitely picking up Italio, Sablissimo, sausage, slap 'em. So some of you are just like bashing your meat out a lot, or you're going to be doing a lot around your meat, and like, well, I'm going to show you my meat, or you might be doing a meet and greet. You might actually be physically meeting up with someone like, look, if you meet up with me, I'll show you my sausage trick. Look, no hands, right? So some of you could be called Hannah or Anna, Polly, Anne. Some of you might be a nan, and you're watching it for your grandparents. And some of you children all involved here, but I'm definitely picking up like there might be a meet up, like, okay, I'll meet up with you at some point this month. It might be around that, okay, and I'm thinking about meeting up with you in January for a lot of you. So there might be a meet and greet. There might be someone that you're meeting, and as you meet them, you greet them, and then you eat them out. So some of you might be looking the pussy, or some of you might be Silver's pussy, or you might be just like, look, I'll meet with you and then we'll go out for something to eat, and then I will eat you and nibble at your neck or something like that. I don't know, but I'm hearing like we can meet up if you like, but it's going to be this time, this day, blah blah blah, and then we'll go out and we'll have a nibble. But they keep saying nibbling like a mouse, like, I mean, unless you've got rats, I don't know. But like, I'm picking up like a Pied Piper or something, like follow me down, Jim Morrison. Follow me down, you got to follow me down. So can you follow me? Like, follow me. So there might be something around YouTube or something like that, and I follow you if you'll follow me and I follow you. The fellowship, something to do with fellows. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, and so say all of us. Hey! Something to cheer you on. So Chapman, or cheer, like, and I'm cheering you on for he's a jolly good fellow. So pop, jolly, so pop, parent, something to do with I've just become a grandparent or a parent, and so say all of us. Hey! And it's like wetting the baby's head is what I keep picking up. So it might be the dog's nuts, the baby's head, like dog's head, dog and doublet, something like that, cooking. all of this kind of thing around a boozer and a pub, and you might be going out and like, look, we're going to have to go out and wet the baby's head at the dog's nuts. So you might be visiting a pub called the Lamb's Head, the Dog's Head, the Sheep's Nuts, whatever it is. I don't know. But I definitely keep hearing up like we're going to go to a boozer and wet the baby's head. So some of you might be Ed, the name Ed, Edwina, Eddie, Edmonds, Bury St Edmunds, from Bury, Holly, also the name Holly, and Holly, Jodie, you're right. Like Holly, Jodie, Bury, from Bury St Edmunds, and we're going to go out and wet the baby's head or something like that. And Ed, Edmonds, Shepherd, Ed Shepherd, Lee Shepherd. Man, yeah, I've got a lot of people all up in here. So, yeah, you might be going out wetting the baby's head is what they're saying for a lot of you. So, there's been a pregnancy that's obviously been occurring through these readings. And now with it, January, it's actually been born and you're actually going out wetting the baby's head. So, if you've been catching up with my readings through your numerology and your life path numbers and everything else, you'll see the messages through the month. And now I'm actually doing January. Like, how the fuck does this blonde idiot get away with doing that? It's called psychic. But there you go. So that's what you've got. Let's see what you've got, Scott. Someone's Scottish. Let's see. I get a fucking hell. I get all up in that, ain't that? So someone's getting all up and around it. Like, let's get round. Can we just get around in? Some of them are free. You're like Pisces or get around in. Like, can we get around in, Pisces? Like, it's your turn to get the round in. Or you're playing rounders, I don't know, or like you can come around, I get it. Someone gets around quite a lot. Now, I don't know, or Charlotte, or Lot, or Laura, or Lucy, or Louise, or Lulu, but like I always seem to be getting quite a lot of attention, or like I get around quite a lot, like I'm from here to there and I'm just always getting around. Or like I'm always asked to buy everything. Like, can you buy me around? Can you get me around? Like, no, I'll buy it. Trust me, I'll go and get it. I'll get the next round. I'll get the next round. No, I'll get the next round. John, Craven, John, Julian, Jason, you can ring my bell, ring my bell. I'll get the round in. Round one, ding, ding. So someone could be a boxer up in here, I don't know, or there's a bell. Okay, and I'll get the bell in. Bing, bing, I'll get a bell. Bing, 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 bing. Last orders. Order, Laura, last order. Tall order. It's a tall order. And I'm going to order you to do something, or order in court. Some of you might be going to court and you've got a court date coming up this year for a lot of you. Or you could be ordering a lot of stuff, or floor, putting someone on the floor, having a... You might be getting laid on the floor. I don't know. So, look, can we put this on the floor or can I put you down? I don't know if this is a dog or something like that, but can I put you down? Can I put you down? Don't put me down. So you won't let me down, will you? You'll definitely be there. Michael Jackson, Julian Jason. I'll be there whenever you need me. I'll be there. Just look over your shoulder, honey. Ooh. So some of you are like, no, I will be there. I promise you, like, if I said I'll be there, I will be there. So some of you, like, you're planning some kind of trip or going to see somebody, and they're saying, no, I promise you, if I say that I will be there, I will be there, and I will see you there. So some of you are probably going to meet in the middle or something like that, and they're saying, look, if I promise you I will be there, I promise you I will be there. So they're not lying. He ain't lying. Leo, Aquarian, something like that, or an 8 somewhere in someone's chart, Charlotte. Hello, Aries. How are you? Or Scorpio or Life Path 4s. If you don't know anything about when I'm saying numbers, y'all really got to find the videos provided below. There is more to come yet. There's 13:39 o'clock, so you could be dealing with yourselves, 4 and 4. Aries, Scorpio, Life Path 4, 8, Aquarius, Leos. So they're all up, those numbers, in your chart, Charlotte, somewhere. Soul group reading, numbers relating to you and the other people. Scorpio, Aries, Aquarius, Leo, Paradox, John, Malkovich, John, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, Jackie's son, Jackie. Your son could be called Jack, or Julian, or Jackie, or your mum or your dad is called Jack, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie. And let's start. So, round one, Aries, what have they got going on Ron? What have they got going on, Ron? They do Ron, they do Ron, Ronald McDonald. Donald. Oh, hello, this is Donald Donaldson. Hello, is that you, Belinda? Yes, Donald. Oh, Daphne. Somebody's British up in here. Hello, Ronald. Oh, bugger, how are you going on, George? Hey, let's go up to George. Some of you are going in where I live, and you're from... I was just about to tell you my address then. Somebody lives where I live. Hey, let's go up to George. The George Hotel, or the Lamb Hotel. Some of you could be going to Ely or somewhere like that. Let's book out a hotel. Let's get the Lamb's Hotel or the Dog's Nuts. Hello, have you ordered can we book a room? Ooh, some of you might be booking a room. Can we book a room at the Dog's Nuts? Some of you are booking a room at the Lamb's Hotel, the Lamb, or like you're going to be eating lamb, slapping meat, and hotel rooms available. Like, is there a room available at the Dog's Nuts? Anyway, let's see. Aries. So, King of Swords. Thanks, bye. Like, I say hello. I say hello. It's like, call me sword or say hello. Me sword or say hello. Can you just say hello to me friend John? That's what I'm hearing. Can you just say hello to my friend? Say hello to my little friend. Someone's like, look at my little friend. Little friend? Little friend. Someone's very small. Very tiny. You're like, oh my God, you're smaller than what I thought. It's like, you're bigger than what I thought. Like, which is bigger? Me head or me ego? But which is bigger? What came first, the chicken or the egg? So something like that. You might be doing an egg and spoon race. But like Rachel, Richard, Rashad, Rasputin, someone that's a Sikh, okay? Or Seekins, Vincent, or also hearing Vincent, or Vincent Seekins, or Vincent's. Victoria, also Victoria, Cross, Victorian Cross. Let's see, Aries, what they've got coming up for January. Aries, what they've got coming up for January. Jesus Christ. Leo, Aquarius, there's your paradox John Malkovich moments. Some of you are in a strong commitment of work at the moment, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to work, but it's like strong connection, strong work ethic also. Okay, I always seem to be at work all of the time of studying and learning, but a very strong connection that I have. Present or in the future, a very big gift. It's like I'm going to give you a gift, and I'm going to give you a lift. Some of you, you're always asking for a lift off someone because you can't drive. And someone always says, look, can you give us a lift? Can you pick us up? Can you take us here? Can you take us there? If I meet you, can you pick me up at the train station or something? Is also what I'm hearing. Like, I need you to give me a lift because I can't get there. So I need you to give me a lift. So someone here, I keep picking up the energy of traveling, or traveling circus. Okay, and that I need to short circuit Johnny 5. 5 Sagittarius Taurus would be involved, maybe. And can you give me a lift? Your love's lifting me higher, but I've never been lifted before. Well, you have been lifted. You've been shafted here. I'm caught between a rock and a hard place because the one fuzzy wuzzy was a woman was a what? What are you? I don't know. Caught between a rock and a hard place, courting someone that's already courting somebody. And I don't want to get caught, so I can meet you, but I just can't tell them that I'm meeting you, is what I'm hearing. Like, I can't tell you that I'm eating you out, or like I want to eat out with you, or something like that, or an all-you-can-eat. Someone's like, well, you can have your cake and eat it if you want, but you're going to have to meet me if you want to eat it. What is that? Somebody is connected here possibly with someone already, and they want to meet up through the channel messages with the other person, but they realise that they have to do it secretly in order to be able to talk and also meet up. You got Pisces and you got the 5 of Cups, which means that somebody has to realise that the other one have to finish and end it with someone in order to be with someone, and if there isn't and the saga continues, there's this energy of a message of meeting up, but also having to also leave as well. So I can meet up with you and I can be with you, but I don't stay with you very long. Like, I'm not with you very long. I'm only with you for a short period of time. So we don't have long. So something like that is also what I'm hearing. Long. Malcolm X or Malcolm Long. But we don't have long to live. Oh, okay, they're saying that somebody doesn't have very long to live here. I don't know what that is. Somebody in a hospital, and I'm hearing that I don't have long to live, so I'm going to have to get all of this out of the way now because I don't have long to live. That might be a parent or a grandparent here. I don't know what that is, but I keep hearing I'm going to have to do something very soon because you ain't going to have long to live. Okay, that might also be where doctors and nurses and stuff like that, and they say to you about cholesterol and stuff. I actually just met up, believe it or not, and it could even be in here because someone's chart could be here, but they're a Libra. They're a Libra, and it's in a family, and it's one of my mum's friends, but also one of mine as well. But it's my mum's age, but someone that I've known for a very long time. And you know when you meet people in the supermarket, and bless them, they just want to vent with all the stuff that's kind of going on in their life. And I didn't realise how placid that Libras can actually be. Like where some people, they just want to vent. They just want to get stuff off their chest right here. And yeah, there was a lot of discussions here around people that are very ill and so on and so forth around the family. They might be very ill during this time. Okay, and because I'm hearing an energy from the doctors or something saying, look, they don't have very long to live, or like if you don't soon start sorting yourself out, you're going to be ill. So it would be like me. I've really got to start dieting, so I really have to start looking after my health here. Okay, because this could even be future-based stuff. But like you're going to have to soon start looking after yourself and putting yourself first and looking after your health. Okay, so on the other side, Aries, you've got the Magician trying to hold it all together, which is normally the spiritual metaphysics side that you've got, where the masculine energy is the one that gets the blame, but is the person also that is trying to hold it all together by holding everybody without hurting anybody. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but I also need to see you or something, like the saga continues. Okay, we need to put everything on the table. Yeah, there's an energy here of a Dick and a Richard. Okay. Could be something around tarot card reader or readers here. I'm going to have to take that one as well. So 8, you got Leo and Aquarius is all over the place. 8, 8 and 8. Working from 8 till late, pulling extra night work, shift work, all of that kind of thing. Your work really picking up and working over extended amounts of hours and hours and hours. Some of you, you'll think about this person, Al. I'm hearing Al Ray, Al Company, taxi driver, someone that does taxi driving for children. They drive children to and from school, Jan. Yeah, then you've also got this meet up. You see, I need to meet up and I need to see you. Like I need to travel over and I need to see you. But I also need to leave someone behind. But if there's a third party and it continues, that doesn't mean the other person is leaving the other person. They're meeting up with a future partner in order to see how it goes also. Because you've got a paradox. You've got 8 and 8 here, but you've got 2 8s on here. Which means that if there is a third party, both energies or all 3 energies have those placements of 8. Leo, Aquarius and yourselves all being involved in it. And it's a lot about travelling and also going to see the person, but then also figuring out whether you can actually work on this with this person. Because if there's a third energy, whoever that is, they try to work it out with the future and the past by, well, normally when one door closes, another door opens, especially if you're on a spiritual journey. So as one past energy closes, the future starts to get brighter. But you have to work it out with the future before you leave the past. So you have to close a chapter from the past. If the chapter cannot be closed, then it continues as Luke Skywalker. Okay, so it continues and continues and continues until there's a meet up and a meeting of halfway here. We have to meet halfway and we have to discuss about the future. And if not, it just continues the way it is. So if nothing changes, that's because nothing is changed with the connection that you have with the future or the past. Okay, so in order for fruition to come through the Magician, somebody has to make this decision of choosing one person. Okay, but there has to be a meeting. Like if you're a person and you have 2 people in mind, okay, and that you go towards a person here because it's going towards someone, but because you have 2 8s, you can think, oh no, this is definitely the same person. But then come January, your reading changes, things happen, and you realise, fuck, I've actually got that in my chart as well, and I didn't realise that you meant me, and the other person did as well, but what your meeting is me. I thought it was going to mean that you were going to meet them. It depends what you talk about, okay? But do you see what I'm saying, or have I completely and utterly fucking lost you there? Right, because if you're dealing with metaphysics and you're dealing with connection, then it's possible that all parties that are involved here, because you've got 3 and 5 here, because of all parties that are involved, these can mean anybody in your life. Meaning if you're involved in a third party or on the twin flame journey, the future partner can have the same placements as you, but the ex can also have the same placements. So it would still mean leaving one to go towards another, but as one door closes, you have to leave one to go towards another. So you don't, it's like a job, really. You don't ever leave a job until you're set yourself into another job, okay? But when you're on a spiritual one, that is normally what happens when you're on a spiritual journey. Is normally someone secures a relationship because they get pulled metaphysically to someone away from the past. Okay, so I know it's the way of fucking treating people, but it's the way it happens when you're spiritual. Is as one door closes, a future partner enters that pulls you away from the past. So you have to secure a job or secure a person in the future so you can leave the past. Some people popular belief like, well, I won't get into that, but you're in that. When you are and it starts to happen to you, you know that you're in it. So you realise that you do a lot of like leaving and coming and going and leaving, but setting up future events for the future to start to grasp it stronger. Okay, because you've got a lot of strong energy here, but you've also got where people are probably all trying to hold on to everything without changing anything. The only way you start to see change is when you start changing your life and thinking, okay, my life is going to be changed if this person comes into it. I need to be ready and knowing what I want for this person to be a part of my life. And if I don't know what I want, then I can't accept anyone else into my life. So if the future partner that's single, if there is one, and they think, you know what, I don't really know what I want yet, so I don't know if I'm going to be with you or not, that will confuse the other person to think, well, I don't know if I'm going to leave the other person or not or yet, because I don't know if I'm going to be with you or not or yet. So there has to be meetings, there has to be discussions, there has to be talking, because I really do keep thinking that someone has to leave someone to fully commit to a person, okay? But normally when there's someone else involved, obviously people don't want to hurt people here, okay? And if you're with someone that loves to hurt people, well, then you shouldn't really be bothered anyway if you love to be hurt. But that's human nature, unfortunately. We seem to hurt ourselves and not realise that we get caught in the crossfire of hurting ourselves. Okay, so so there's energy that needs to be left behind and gone towards, but there needs to be discussion between the people that are in third energies. Okay, so that's what I've got for you so far. That is just so far. Fuck, I've done it again, man. I've done you versus them, and I'm supposed to be doing one. So we are going to do that, okay? So that's your first ray of cards that we've got on your ray of sunshine. And then we're going to continue on with your reading, but this one will be on both tiers. The first tier is very cheap. Second tier is more expensive. But the second tier, the full access one, is what gets you everything throughout the month. But this goes to both, okay, for the people that just like the monthlies. But if you want to keep up with everything else, you obviously have to be a part of the full access. But this is on both. You can find the link provided below to Patreon. We're going to do more cards and clarify them and give you a general overview of what you got coming up for your month of January, Aries, or Scorpio, or Life Path 4. Thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate it. And let's go over to the other side to see what you got coming up.